Okay, so we're going to look at section 1.2, which is types of data. Okay, so the first thing that we've got going here is the values of the variable that we actually get. Okay, so the responses are going to be the data. Now, the characteristics that we're looking at, this may be things like height, weight, number of siblings, things like this. These are called variables. The particular people or who we're collecting it from are called individuals. And then the information as a whole that is collected is called a data set. Okay, so we're going to be looking specifically at data here and how we can break that data down or classify that data. So the first way that we can separate data is into qualitative or quantitative. So qualitative is going to be attributes, characteristics of. This may be things like eye color, hair color, things like that. Quantitative variables tell you how much there is of something. So the number of siblings or the number of pets or your height or things like that, okay? So if we look at number 1 on the worksheet, we have, it says determine whether the data described is qualitative or quantitative, and it's talking about the model of cars at a car dealership. This is going to be things like Ford Edge, Nissan Altima, Chevy Cruze, things like that. That is just a naming type thing. So this is going to be qualitative data for that one, okay? Now, when we talk about qualitative variables, okay, we have kind of 2 levels of stuff that we can do. We have what's called ordinal and nominal. Now, nominal is actually the lower of the 2 classings here. Nominal is just a name. This may be things like political party affiliation, eye color, hair color, things like that, where it's just a name. Ordinal is there is some sort of a natural order that makes sense, okay? This may be things like the namings, first, second, third. Gold, silver, bronze, when you're talking about like Olympic medals. Things like that where one thing is considered better or higher. Grades, letter grades for classes, A, B, C, D, F. A is obviously better than B, and so on. So if we take a look at number 2 on our thing, it talks about movies are rated by a critic as either thumbs up or thumbs down. This is actually ordinal because thumbs up would be considered better than thumbs down. Okay, now normally, like we do stuff more along the lines of like A, B, C, D, F for grades, gold, silver, bronze, president, vice president, secretary, things like that, where there is kind of a natural ordering that's happening to that. Now, on our quantitative variables, which is our numeric value stuff, these can be divided into either discrete or continuous. Now, with discrete, it's I can list all of the valuables. Now, typically we think of this as almost like whole value things. The example that I usually give is the number of eggs that a chicken can lay. It's none, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I may not know how many eggs the chicken is going to lay in its lifetime, but I do know that I can count it. Continuous variables have something in an interval. So this may be the amount of milk from a cow. I'm not stuck with 1 gallon, 2 gallons, 3 gallons. I could have 1.25 gallons or 1.38721 gallons. Okay. So if we take a look at number 3, it asks us to determine whether it's discrete or continuous, the lifetime of a new light bulb or how long it's going to be. This is going to be classed as continuous because it may last 4.12 hours. Depending upon how precise we want to do, we can do minutes and parts of minutes. So we have that type of stuff. So that is our types of data and we classify data.